as mountains, and Allah would forgive them, and He would place in their stead the Jews and the Christians. So how Muhammad, he said, you are saying to me, Zuha, the one in the chat, the Muslima, that Muhammad is against sin, when he is saying to you, don't worry, sin as much as you want, even if it's like a mountain, Allah will take it and Allah will place it over someone else, and specifically the Christians and the Jews. And this proving Islam and Muhammad to be false again. Anyone remember why? Anyone remember why? Why this statement of Muhammad again proving Muhammad to be false? Hey, Zuha, I don't care, forgive them, they are sorry or not. As you see, Allah, you come in the day of resurrection. This is in the day of resurrection, and you have this sin. So obviously, He did not forgive you yet. And what He will do, He will take your sin and He will place it in the Christians. But isn't it this is a contradiction for what Muhammad he said in different lie? The Muslim, they say to us, is it fair that Jesus he died for our sin? Shouldn't a person pay for his own sin? And actually the verse we just read in chapter 2 verse number 8 to 6, it says Allah will not make you bear something you cannot handle. All right, okay. Why Allah will give the sin of the Muslims to the Christians? Is that fair? In different verse in the Quran, Muhammad he said the following: all those verses saying that nobody will pay for the sin of somebody else. All those verses. Look how many. Look how many. Let us take the last one because it's shortest, easy. Namely, that no barrier of burden can bear burden of another. Nobody can bear the burden of other. And this is again a contradiction for this hadith and a contradiction for the Quran in different place. Why? Because Muhammad he claimed that in the day of judgment Allah will allow Muhammad to intercede. So if nobody bear the sin of others, what is intercession? How Muhammad he can intercede? And if nobody will pay for the sin of somebody else, how Allah will place the sin which is like mountains in the top of the Christians? This is why we see that Islam is really a kind of a silly cult. It's not even, it cannot be qualified to be a cult. Usually cults are smart. Cults is made by smart people. Muhammad obviously he is not. And this is why Muhammad he spent his life nobody believed in him. But then by the sword, when he joined with the gangs, the outlaw, we call them in Arabic as-Sa'alik. In America today they call them outlaw, or like in the time of the cowboy. The Sa'alik simply are people who they are cast out their tribes for they are ugly in crimes, which means their tribe they wash their hands from them and say they are not our sons, kill them. Muhammad he joined the Sa'alik, and the Sa'alik are criminals, pirate, and he started doing what Sa'alik do. That's why you see the Muslim they say Ghazwatul Rasul, which means the attack of the Prophet. All the attack of the Prophet, especially in the beginning, was against caravan of people who they are in the road. Have you ever heard of a prophet of God he attacked people traveling? That is Muhammad. If there is any Muslim would like to call me, if you feel like you can call me and you can prove us wrong, please feel free. You are more than welcome. And please, everybody in the chat, be nice to the Muslims and be kind to them. They are deceived and we are here to help them. Any Muslim have an idea? Now we go back to zero. After Muhammad, he discovered that the Nile River and the Euphrates River are rivers from the heaven. Why Muslims do not make books about this? I mean, here we go. They make thousands of false videos about discoveries in the Quran. The prophet, he made a prophecy. Even they say that the prophet, he prophesied satellite dish. And look like Muhammad satellite dish was one of them was in Euphrates in the heaven, and the other satellite dish was in the Nile River in heaven. Any Muslim have anything to say? Anyone? Who was a Muslim, he agreed with his prophet that the Nile River and Euphrates River and Jihan and Sihan, which is 4 rivers, one of them in Africa and the rest of the 3 in the south of Turkey, they are coming from heaven, and they are coming from under a tree. It's called Sudratul Muntaha. And by the way, Sudratul Muntaha, it's a very funny tree. The leaves of it is made of gold, and you can walk underneath of it for 100 years. Any Muslim want to say something? You know, I see that Muslims always proud about being Muslims, but they have no answer for anything. They don't even know what being a Muslim means. All what they know, we say Shahada, and we say Alhamdulillah, Inshallah. And this is why the Middle East is messed up, because everything is based on Alhamdulillah, Inshallah. I will do it Inshallah tomorrow if Allah will, and nothing will be done neither by Allah, neither by them. Anyone would like to say anything? What is the tree which Allah he have in his backyard, which is the greatest tree in the whole universe? Anyone knows? Who is a Muslim knows? You will believe it or not, this tree is exist in the earth. Muhammad, he chose a tree, showing us how shallow he is. Let me show you the tree which Muhammad he speak about. Let me try to find it. Okay, here we go. We found it. This is the tree Muhammad he spoke about. Muhammad is a desert man. He went to Allah backyard and he saw this tree in his backyard. Are you sure? What is that? Let me be sure that this is the exact tree, because this one looked nicer from the one I know. Yeah, actually this is the one, and it goes like, look how it looked like. Those ones are young. This one is older. This is how they look like. This tree in the backyard of Allah, and you can walk underneath of it for 100 years travel under one branch. Is Muhammad saying something truthful? And not only that, everyone, that this tree is the same as the movie, it's called Alice in the Wonderland. Everyone goes up and everyone goes down. He have to come from underneath of the roots of the tree. and nobody can pass that tree. Let me see if I can find you some hadith so we can read about this amazing fiction story Muhammad is coming with. No, hold on. Until now, we did not receive any invitation from any Muslim to call him, and I wonder why. Maybe they knew they have no answer, so they said to themselves, and I'm not going to talk about it. We will look funny. While I was traveling through paradise, a river appeared before me, whose bank had tints of pearl. I said to the angel, "What is this?" He said, "This is Al-Kawthar, which Allah granted you." He said, then he put his hand in the clay and removed musk from it. Then I raised up to Sidrat al-Muntaha, and I saw a magnificent light at it. Muslims, what is that? What is the light which Muhammad he saw in that tree which we just showed you the picture? And Muhammad he have a tent in a side of a river, and this is Al-Kawthar which Allah he promised Muhammad, and the mud of it is made from musk. I was raised to the lotus tree. This is the same tree, and I saw 4 rivers, 2 of which were coming out and 2 going in. Those which were coming out were the Nile and Euphrates. Any Muslim have a comment? Any Muslim has a comment? Either you say that the prophet is being truthful and they are really coming from the from that tree, the rivers of Nile and the river of Euphrates, or you say obviously Muhammad is lying. Anyone? Can I call you in Skype? Hassan? Yeah, sure, Hassan. You are a Muslim, right? Yeah, you are a Muslim. I remember. Are you in Skype already, Hassan? Now? Okay. Is your account is Hassan R? It's the same, right? Okay.
Hello.
Hey Hassan, how are you?
I'm fine, and you?
Am I saying your name correctly? Is it Hassan or Hassan?
Hassan.
Hassan, okay.
Remember last time?
Yeah, but you know, too many names in my. It's hard even to know who's the person who's. You know what I mean? It's impossible.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Last time,
what do you think about this?
I was with the Shia guys.
Yeah, what do you think about this, Hassan? About the discovery of Muhammad, he found a river of Nile and Euphrates coming from the tree in the heaven of Allah, in the 7th heaven.
I don't know actually.
Where do you think the Nile River is coming from?
It is on the earth.
Yeah, but where in the earth? Is it in Africa? Is it in Asia? Where?
Asia, right?
No, it's in Africa.
Africa.
Euphrates is in Asia. It's in the south of Turkey. The Nile River is in the middle of Africa. So why Muhammad is taking 2 or actually 4 famous rivers, Sihan wa Jihan, Nilu wal Furat, 4 famous rivers, and he claimed that they are coming from the heaven of Allah. and the heaven of Allah is in the sky.
Is this Sunni or Shia?
Oh no, this is Sunni now. I know you are a Shia,
Okay.
but I know that, but this is Sunni now.
No, I have no idea actually. Like,
All right. What you wanted to call me? You want to say something? Beside
I wanted to talk about some topics. I don't want to change the topic, but if you allow me, I don't know.
We will not change the topic, but you can talk. You can answer me as a Shia, not as a Sunni. Forget about being a Sunni. What make you think that Muhammad is a prophet as a Shia?
Well, they say like he was a really decent man, and
He
I
was
had
a decent
debate.
man. Muhammad was a decent man. Is it true that he was accused of stealing underwear?
I saw that, but I have
Okay.
I have no idea what
Anyone-
what the Shia tafsir say. So
Any one of your friends ever accused me that you stole an underwear before?
no.
It's funny, right? I'm not being rude to you, but I'm just having a conversation to show you how bad this is. So when the followers of a prophet of God, they accuse their prophet that he stole a piece of a clothing, and this piece of a clothing itself, they stole it from a Jew or from someone else. What kind of gang they are? What kind of people they are? Let us say you are a good person and you have good friends, and now you stole some fabric from somebody, and now you are fighting who took the underwear, and they are accusing that the prophet is the one who took it. And how the prophet he answer? Do you see the verse in the screen?
Yes.
Okay, what do you think about this verse?
No prophet could be false to his task if any person has. Can I see the tafsir
Yeah, you can see
about
the
this
tafsir,
from
no
Shia?
problem. But you see here the problem, the translation is false. It says no prophet can be false. It doesn't say false, it says Yaghul, which means he is a thief. No prophet is a thief. This is Yusuf Ali translation. Do you know any English translation for Shia so we can show it to you? If there's any famous Shia translation, you know?
No, I don't know. I think translation is not the best option actually.
You see, they are saying
like,
false. I don't know what the word false have to do with the word Yaghul. If we go to the Shia, I forgot, you speak Arabic?
kind of not
Because
not really
I
good,
don't know.
but I
Do you
quite
know,
understand.
do you know any website for the
I can
Shia
read.
have tafsir in English?
What do you say?
Do you know any website for the Shia have tafsir in English? Because I have, but
No.
it's in Arabic.
I don't.
You know, it is in Arabic.
I have not. I don't think that they exist, but
Yeah, this is why I'm asking you, because you are a Shia, so maybe you have some information about that. Chapter 3, verse number 161. Let us see the Sunni first, as long this is what we have. Those things actually, neither the Shia or the Sunni, they really don't have a disagreement about those things. Let us see what is the reason or what is behind of this story.
I'm looking now for Shia tafsir at the same
Okay,
time.
read carefully with me.
Wait.
This is Tafsir al-Jalalain. When some red velvet cloth went missing in the day of Badr, it's a theft. Some of the people, which mean the Muslims, began to say, perhaps the prophet took it. In the following, the verse was revealed. It's not for the prophet to be a fraud, Yaghul, a thief. You see in the translation how they fool us? They say it's not for a prophet to be false. But this is not about false, this is about being a thief. It says it's not for a prophet to be a thief. And then, okay, how Muhammad he proved that he is not the one he stole it? By giving a verse saying Allah said it's not me who stole it. Shouldn't Allah tell us who is the one who took it? What do you think, Hassan? If Allah is God, if Allah is God, shouldn't he knew who is the one who stole the underwear?
Yes.
Okay, so what the point of saying Muhammad is not the one who took it, but yet he will not tell us who is the one who took it? Do you understand what I'm saying? If I am God,
yes,
if I am God and my prophet was accused of being a thief, shouldn't I say to them, okay, it's not Muhammad, go to the house of this guy, I know everything, open his closet, or maybe take off his panty, you will see it. So all what Muhammad he did, he gave them a verse claiming that Allah said it is not him who took it. Why Allah did not tell us who is the one who took it? Imagine in the court, imagine we have a court and somebody was accused of stealing some lingerie from Victoria's Secret, and in the court the guy he said, I will give you a verse from Allah saying it is not me who took it. The judge he will let him go. Then it's very Islamic.